To laugh, what is the most stupid, weirdest or funniest thing that a kid has said to you? I told a little girl one time that her shoes were on the wrong feet. She busted out crying and said, "But these are the only feet I've got." Not to meet her friend's daughter to him, her dad. "Daddy, does mommy know you're my daddy?" My stepdaughter fell onto her arse. Apparently she hurt her butt knuckle. Not me, but my mom who used to teach younger children once had a kid tell her that the kid's mom actually had a penis too, just like dads do. My mom reacted with skepticism and then the kid blurted out, "No, she really does, I've seen it myself in her bedroom drawer." My stepdaughter was about 56 when I got pregnant with her half-brother. I was getting dressed one morning and she looked at the stretch marks on my 78-month-long belly and asked, "Why did the baby write all over your tummy?" Still one of my most precious memories of when she was little. Yesterday a kid said to me, "You look like you suck at basketball." Was studying for a math exam in college and some family friends brought their little kid for dinner. Little guy found his way in my room, said he's good at math and asked if he could help. "Hey, I don't know. How do you draw the energy plot of a square signal?" And this kid, confidently AMD without missing a beat, with a pencil. "Kid, are you Korean?" No, I'm Chinese." "Kid, why do you have big eyes? Aren't all the Chinese have eyes like these?" He pulled the sides of his eyes, made them look like eye. "There are 1.4 billion of us. We have all kinds of eyes." "Kid, isn't China the country made Squid Game?" That's South Korea." "Kid, so you're South Korean?" My then 4-year-old was wearing a Darth Vader t-shirt that said Vader across the image of the dude, where the little triangle of the E was lined up to the triangle on Vader's mask. Pretty cool, right? Conservative uncle was complimenting his shirt. My little guy replied, "Thanks. And hey look, the mouth is the a-hole." I think uncle's soul left his body. Kid had no idea why everyone was laughing so hard. A kid has told me once, "Sir, do you know that my dad eats my mom every night?" His mom smacked his back and left without looking at me. My SAL is a daycare teacher, and when one of her kids started crying hysterically, another kid asked, "What is he squabbling about?" A 13-year-old literally begging me to see my boobs, just WTF? Of course I didn't show him my boobs, but holy shit, he didn't wanted to stop begging. He kept begging for 10-15 minutes before I was able to sneak out of this and run away. Years ago, in high school, I told a kid 2 years younger, so not much of a kid, that he had a sub-zero IQ. "Kid, don't talk physics to me. Does your computer still have a CD drive?" Man, that made me feel old. My 8-year-old stepdaughter has a lot of problems with personal space and private parts. It was worse when she was smaller, but she still gets into a mood every once in a while where she begs to see private parts. It is very uncomfortable. Our conversation this weekend, her, "I want to see your boobs," me, "No, remember those are private. We don't show other people those parts," her. Trying to pull my dress down while I discreetly try to stop her, "Please, I just want to say hi to them." Me, "You can say hi from right there without exposing them," her. Get super close to thankfully still mostly covered cleavage and waves high boobs. Then we go back to the game we were playing like nothing happened. Shit's wild, man. I work in a school, so I hear amazingly ridiculous things every day, but the best one I've ever heard still goes to a girl called Vanessa in science when I was at high school. The teacher was explaining the theory of the Big Bang. Vanessa's hand shoots up to ask a question. The teacher says yes, and Vanessa says, staring at the ceiling in what looked like deep thought, "So, is that what killed the dinosaurs?" I had a little kid ask me how much I get paid at my job in front of my coworker. Then after I said I can't say, asked why, so I had to attempt to explain why grown-ups don't do that. Then he goes, "So not a lot then." I was just defeated at that point, lol. Why the mom didn't intervene? Beats me he didn't get it, lol. My kid farted and said there's a duck in my butt. She was 3 at the time I lost it. I was walking into a store, and there was a little boy around 7 standing just inside the door, and when he saw me he turned to me and said with heartfelt anguish, she said she was only going to be 5 minutes. I worked at a movie theater that recently was getting shit on because of new people in the company making poor decisions. I had been planning to leave for a while, and on one of the rougher days, I was helping a mom and her 2 kids. The youngest daughter, I'd say was maybe 7-9, was waiting for her mom to finish ordering food, and then asked me, "Do you hate your job?" I almost broke laughing right in front of them, and I had to reassure to the mom that it wasn't exactly an out-of-place question. I hope that kid goes places.